All right, so yesterday was not enough. I wanted to come back with a part two with the Pentax 645, and I just had way more thoughts that I realized that I wanted to hit, that I wanted to touch on, that maybe I finished the video with yesterday in the part one. But I wanted to come back because I wanted to make sure my thoughts were out there clearly, just even for myself to watch back. Because a part of creating these videos is just documenting my own journey, so I can take that in myself and see where my mind was at, see what I was thinking. And funny enough, I've got that roll that I botched yesterday in here. It sounded kind of weird going in, but I ended up getting it right, and then actually realized later that I never set the shutter speed to automatic. So I was shooting 1/25 yesterday, ISO 400. So I'm gonna venture to guess a lot of the shots maybe end up being overexposed, but I'll see once I get the film back, because I haven't got to that point yet. So yeah, I've got some black and white loaded up in here, Ilford HP5, just that botch roll from yesterday, because I just wanted to get it done. It is beautiful today in Seattle. I'm just at Pier 70 right now, and I really just want to knock this black and white roll out and just get to color, because this is a perfect day for color because the sun is out. The sky is blue, is getting golden. It's a really, really nice time to be out here on the waterfront. This is a path that I walk almost every day, multiple times a day. And I'm actually just excited to bring it on video a bit and just kind of show that side of Seattle too as well. If you guys have never been out here, definitely will be a sight to see. Anytime you get a day like this, when it's this time of the year, where it's always raining most of the time, 99%, you got to get out and you got to make the most of it. So that's exactly what I'm going to do today. And again, if you guys watched the video yesterday, you would have known that I would have mentioned that I have this Pentax 645N on loan from KEH. Shout out to them, big love to them. And it's paired with a 35mm f3.5. And yeah, so this is the bread and butter. I think I'll have some more thoughts on it later, but I don't necessarily think this would be the setup that I would always rock with it. There's a 75mm lens for this camera that is probably about half the size of this, so I think it probably would balance it out better. However, I do want to add though, if you guys are looking to check out something that's a little more technical in terms of using this camera, I'd love if you guys check out my boy Satya's video. He did an amazing video breaking down the Pentax 645, and there was a lot of things that I've learned and picked up from his video. I've watched it several times, a number of times, just to even familiarize myself with the camera, and he brought up a lot of valid points that I were in agreement with. So before we get going, one thing I did want to say was, you know, I still wanted the opportunity, or I still wanted the experience and beauty of shooting film, but I wanted it to be automated. I wanted to take less thinking, or I wanted to take the thinking out of it, and just still have the benefits of using film, but using it on an automatic system like the Pentax 645N. So we've finished up the botch roll. I honestly don't know if this roll is gonna be any good or not. I feel like not, because what I ended up doing is just re-wrapping the roll, or basically tightening it back up, because when it went through the camera, I heard a loud sound that just did not sound good. But I wanted to still put the roll through and just shoot it anyway. It'll just end up being messed up, like light leaks and stuff and all that, but I'm willing to accept that just because I paid money for the roll, and y'all already know film don't come cheap. So that black and white roll is done, and the only main thing I'm kind of running into right now is I just feel like this lens is just too wide for me for this type of shooting. I think I said yesterday the lens was more closer to 24, but I think it's a little more closer to 20, because I think the crop factor of 645 is like 0.62 or something, and you can do the math on that. But yeah, it's just quite wide, but it is kind of nice when capturing some details out here. So I've just been shooting some still life stuff of just kind of like the wood drifts, and I think I'm going to continue to do that. I don't really feel like the landscapes right now is what I can capture, I guess, to my liking with this specific lens. So I'm just trying my best. But the biggest thing is the use of the camera, or being able to use the camera. It's come very easy, and I feel pretty confident with it, which is, I think, the biggest thing. And it feels good to just get out and shoot with it. Just the form factor and everything with the Pentax 645 is quite nice. So I'm definitely appreciating that. And yeah, I'm just chilling here at this so-called beach. It's kind of hard to call spots like this a beach, even though maybe technically that's, by definition, that's what it's categorized as. But you know, when you're from Florida and you're used to you're used to some real beaches, you know, it's hard to ever let go of that. So I've got some Portra 400 loaded up, and I think I'll be able to capture some pretty good stuff with this. Like I said, I'm probably just gonna focus on some still life stuff, but as far as being able to do that, this camera is more than capable. And even with it being wide, I feel like for still life it is working for me. And because now I've got some color in here, we'll be able to kind of focus on this golden light too as well. So once you get the Pentax 645 loaded up, you basically just gotta hit that shutter to get that counter to 1, and everything sounds good. And another reason I wanted to use this camera too as well is the data, being able to see the data on each shot that I take. I was never a person that took notes on like what settings I was using as far as like the f-stop on the RZ, and I think going back to look at certain photos, knowing which settings are going to work on the camera, I'll be able to see that more readily with this one. So yeah, I think it'll end up being pretty solid.
On my old flame, watching my page, say they miss what I gave them. I'm doing fine now, I feel amazing, I'm out of their range. Keep them guessing when they ask about us. Don't give them no time, that's how we stay up.
How we up, but you stay down. Real from the app, better pay out. Spending time wind down, what is takeout? And when I'm in them walls, you feel it in your bones. I've been on the road, this choke that I hold on your soul got me making up for days out. Got you singing tones till you laid out. It feel like what we on never fade out.
Fade out, fade out. I let it ride when I usually would've rolled out. Baby, say please and thank you, cause your lover stayed down. I leave the past in the past, that's all done now. Show a little appreciation, cause your lover stayed. You know I ain't pressed for fame. Cloud chasing, they all lames. Trust me when I say I'm still the same. They gon' understand it one day, yeah, yeah. Told him that I give him life, he said, right. Now we can't leave from my side, oh my God.
You know I ain't chasing fame. You caught the vibe that I'm sending your way. You see that I'm still the same. Real one, I'ma never change my way. As long as I'm hitting it right and treating you right. You never leaving my side, you in for the ride.
Only for love, why your exes can't get enough. They trying in line, they down on their luck. Keep them guessing when they ask about us. Don't pay them no mind, that's how we stay up. DM, don't know where to leave it. I post a pic, they comments be tweaking. Usually won't, but sometimes I read them, leave them on red. I swear I can't please them all. But when it comes to you, I know how to handle that, boss. Even stay faithful while you was doing me wrong. I let it ride when I usually would've rolled out. Baby, say please and thank you, cause your lover stayed down. I leave the past in the past, that's all done now. So put that on me for my baby, cause I always stay down. You know I ain't pressed for fame. Cloud chasing, they all lames. Trust me when I say I'm still the same. They gon' understand it one day, yeah, yeah. Told him that I give him life, he said, right. Now we can't leave from my side, oh my God.
You know I ain't chasing fame. You caught the vibe that I'm sending your way. You see that I'm still the same. Real one, I'ma never change my way. As long as I'm hitting it right and treating it right. You never leaving my side, you in for the ride.
Okay, so it's been a pretty fun day with the Pentax. And one thing I've just repeatedly said over and over again, just like, yo, this lens is it's a little too wide for this type of photography. I'd prefer something tighter. But nevertheless, man, just came out here and made the most of it on this beautiful evening here in Seattle. When it comes to 645, man, it was just something I wanted to go after. It was just something I wanted more. You know, I mentioned previously about shooting a lot of 645 on the RZ67, and for the amount of 645 I was shooting on that camera with the 645 back that I got back in 2020, it was, I feel like it was just inevitable for me to step into a 645 system. I also think that I never really looked into 645 when I first got into medium format film. It was just straight to the RB67, and then it was to the RZ. I had multiple RBs at one time, and then I got into the RZ like 4 or 5 months after I jumped into the RB, and I purchased the RB67 back in, I think it was like January or February of 2019. I no longer have that camera, but after using that style of camera for so long, I just wanted to change up. I think it's really as simple as that. I wanted to change up, and all the signs pointed to, hey, it's time to step into 645, get that one extra shot on this 16. I think I still have one left, actually. Let's see. It's super dark. This ain't really gonna be a great picture, but I'm gonna just take it anyway. And that's it. That's the end of the roll. And you know, ultimately, man, I just wanted that benefit of being able to shoot film just with an all electronic system, basically, like I mentioned before. And I mean, I have my Pentax G2 that did that. EOS 3 does that. I've got an EOS 650 that'll be doing that, or that does that, but there'll be a video down on the line with that one, because I definitely I want to get into talking about that one, because that one's definitely got a special story. But yeah, man, ultimately I'm really happy with the Pentax 645N, and even though I didn't get out to take any portraits with it, I have no doubt this will be the ultimate machine, like a BMW. When it's that time, I think it's just going to be about getting the right lenses. Like I mentioned, that 75 I want to get. I think there's like a 45 or something that I want to get, something that's a little bit wider, but I think that 75 is close to about a 40 mil, and that was the same focal length I started shooting with on the RZ, like the same equivalent if you did the math for a 65 mil. And somebody's saying some mad ting in the back, madness. But anyway, that 75 millimeter on the Pentax 645 and is going to put me roughly about the same focal length I was shooting on the RZ. So yeah, we'll see what it do, man. Ultimately, just nice to get out, get back in the motion, get the reps in. you know, over the summer I did work on a bit of a personal project that I believe is still in progress. I haven't actually seen a good majority of the photos that I shot, but I'm hoping these rolls that I finish up will help add to the tally of rolls that I totally have right now, or add to the total. I hope that tally adds to the total, whatever. I can't even speak, man. It's been a day. I've got a lot of film right now that's basically undeveloped. It's just been sitting in my fridge because I've got a special method for how I want to get those done. But yeah, ultimately, man, just wanted to get out here and just document that, share it, chill ting, nothing too crazy. Do me a favor, head down to the description and check out the Patreon link I got linked there if you want to support that way. No pressure. If you don't want to support that way, always appreciate your view and you know, taking the time to just check out what I've got going on. So if you are curious and you want to see a little bit more of behind the scenes, this is going to be something that's in development. It's a fluid process, but I highly recommend checking it out, and just would be a direct line and way of supporting me. Again, thank you to KEH for sending out the Pentax 645 and as well as the Fuji XH2 I'm filming on right now. It's been a fun one, guys. Till next time, I'll see you. Holla.
Real one, I'ma never change my ways. Real one, I'ma never change my ways. Real one, I'ma never